Okay, so at this point, I think we're about here where we should make Game Awards bingo. And my rule for this is that if we get a bingo while watching the show Thursday night, we'll co-stream it and do everything. If we get a bingo, we'll do a PS5 giveaway for the community. Fair? My way of giving back. We'll do that. How's that sound? So high stakes. My goal is to fill this in with our guesses. Some unlikely, some Hail Marys. We'll just kind of put them in randomly, and then on the night we'll play it and we'll see if we get a bingo. You know, will I ship international? How we've done it previously is that if you're international and there's a local retailer where I can order the PS5 from and ship it to you, we do that. But if there is no local retailer, we just send you a PayPal payment for the amount that a PS5 is worth, and you can get it however you need to, if that makes sense. Because obviously there's some places where I, as an American, can't order from. But if you have a local vendor or whatever, then we just send you the money to get it yourself. So we have ways of doing it. We're resourceful. So with this, we have a rundown of things that we expect. There's some Hail Mary things, you know, like kind of the obvious ones. We should put Half-Life 3 in there. That's kind of an obvious one. I think the Hail Marys we probably put in the corners. That's, to me, just sounds right. So like Half-Life 3, Elder Scrolls 6 trailer. I can probably write it out. Half-Life 3. So we can put the Hail Marys in there. I think that's fair to say. Duskblood's trailer, Column 2. So we have stuff like that. Injustice 3. Oh, that'd be cool. Oh, Bloodborne 2. That's also definitely a Hail Mary. Is there no, there's no U. Bloodborne. Fable. I think Fable also. Fable, I guess just trailer. Black Ops 7 or Black Ops 8. You know, there's stuff like that. But there's a bunch of things that are like pretty well locked in here at this point. The reason I have in the center, you might be like, if you didn't see the previous stream clip, you might be like, what do you mean DOS 3? It like pretty much is confirmed now that Divinity Original Sin 3 is what that statue is for the Game Awards. So that to me is like the one that's locked in. We're going to see that. It's not confirmed at this point, which is why it's still on here, but it's extremely, extremely likely. Witcher 4, I think they said that there's no Witcher. The Witcher will not be at the show, but they did not say that Cyberpunk 2 would not be at the show. Cyberpunk 2, boom. Okay, those are, I think, is that fair? Hail Marys. New Vegas remaster. Ooh, good one. New Vegas remaster / remake. Okay, that's a good one. Maybe we also put on the other side, maybe we put like Fallout 3 remaster. We put that up there. I think that's totally fair. That's a good one. Black Flag remake. That one's pretty likely. I think we put that like here. Black Flag remake, or they call it resynced is what they call it. Kingdom Hearts 4. No, Call of Duty. New God of War. I don't think we're going to see that, but so we'll put it on there anyways. Why not? Starfield 2. Corey game. Oh, should we just call it Corey game? Corey's watching the 7. God damn it, guys. Judas. Oh, dude, I think we see Judas. I think Judas is really likely. Judas. Persona 6. Bro, don't get my hopes up. Okay, honest question. Do you think we see Star Wars Eclipse? Do you think we see that? That one I'm really not sure about. It should be ready. But who knows? State of Decay 3. Does that even still exist anymore? Phantom Blade 0. I do think we see Phantom Blade 0. Okay, that's a good one. BioShock. They just restarted development, so I don't think we see that. Saros. I think Saros is really likely. Intergalactic. That is not. Intergalactic Heretic Prophet. That's decently likely, I think. RE9, of course. Yeah, that's really, I mean, that's pretty much confirmed, right? Dante's Inferno. Oh, whisper sweet nothings to me. 007. 007. 007. Okay, that's a good one. Fable. Did I not put I put Fable. I can just get rid of trailer because Fable. Okay, Fable we do have on here. We do have that. Kojima, which Kojima project specifically? Crimson Desert. Oh, we have to see Crimson Desert. We have to see that. OD. You want to put OD? Okay. Okay. I'll do it. I'll do it. What is Blood of Dawnwalker? What's something like out there? Persona 6 is out there. I think that's a Hail Mary. We need some more Hail Marys. A lot of these I think are really likely. Like I think we see Judas, 007 definitely, Crimson Desert definitely, Saros definitely. Like I think a lot of these are really, really, really likely. GTA 7 is definitely a Hail Mary. I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. GTA 6, that's a big name and also a Hail Mary. I'd be shocked if they had a GTA 6 trailer, but sure, I'll put GTA 6. That's a Hail Mary for sure. For sure, dude. Dark Souls 4, Armored Core 7, Control 2. Half-Life 3, I did put Half-Life 3. Yes, we did put that. We did put that up there. Far Cry 7. Ooh, dude, that's also a Hail Mary, bro. It's also because we only have 3 spots left. Maybe I should have been more tactical with this. I'll do this. Starfield PS5 launch, because that's also, I think, pretty likely. I think that's pretty likely. So that's kind of a freebie. KOTOR, okay. Okay, last one. Dispatch Season 2. Oh, that's a good one. Or Expedition 33. Okay, maybe what's one that's like really likely that we could swap out? I think Resident Evil's been confirmed. I think it's confirmed to be there. So let's swap out Resident Evil for Expedition 33 DLC. And then for our final one, Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider's a good one. Is Saros confirmed? Saros is confirmed. If it's confirmed, then I mean, we should probably swap it, right? In that case, Horizon multiplayer, just with a picture of Jor praying. Nazalath, the Fallen World. I don't know what that is.
At Evig Verande official donated $10 through Super Chat. Nazraleth, the Fallen World.
Nazraleth. Who knew? I don't know what that is. Spider-Man 3, Concord 2, Final Fantasy 7. You think Final Fantasy, the final part, is going to be revealed? Are there any other in here? Can you guys look? Are there any of these that have been confirmed in the last like 2 hours that are going to be there? Judas, I don't think has been confirmed. 007, I don't think has been confirmed, but I think it's really, really likely. Same with Crimson Desert. Blade, ooh, that's a good one. Was Phantom Blade 0 confirmed? Tomb Raider is confirmed. Okay, if Tomb Raider's confirmed, then we can drop that. We can drop that if it's been confirmed. Phantom Blade, you're also saying was confirmed. Okay, we can drop that if that's confirmed. Okay, so you want to say Witcher 4. They said Witcher 4 is not coming. They said Witcher 4 is not going to be there in the earnings call. So that's not there. Blade, Marvel, I'll just say Blade. We'll just say Blade. I feel like that's a deep one. Deep cut. Jedi 3. Oh, that could be cool. That could be cool. Dawnwalker, I think they said is going to be there with a trailer. Same with Expanse. I thought they said they're going to be there. Maybe it's just hope on my part. Oh, Light No Fire. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Light No Fire from Hello Games. Okay, how do we feel about this list? How do we feel? How are we feeling? I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good. We can do like a little gray background, a little bit of gray. Just a little bit of gray. I'm going to thicken up them lines. Thicken up them lines right there. How are we feeling? Good? We're feeling good? I'm into it? Okay, like I said, we will fill this out live while we're doing it. I will take a screenshot of it right now, and I will post it to our Discord. And so you guys can fill it out as we go along. I'll just put it in like lobby. And in order to cross it off, it has to be shown and seen at the show. Okay? I won't be like a pedantic prick if it's like, oh, in the pre-show, they show 007. Okay? But the key is it's got to be like a reveal. Okay? So it's not just like, oh, in the like 007 won an award or like something for most anticipated. I don't want that. Concord 2. It has to have like a trailer, right? It has to have something other than getting an award. I think that goes without saying, but that's what we're looking for. Okay. Okay. Fair. And then if we get a bingo, we'll do a PS5 giveaway. Okay. It'll be sweet. It'll be sweet. Freaking sweet, dude. No world we see Kingdom Hearts 4. It will get an announcement on a random Tuesday. Probably. I guess I should also say, because that is possible at any point for these, if they're revealed before the show, I'll still count it. Okay. I'll still count it. But this will be fun. This will be fun. This is our final list. Some of them really likely. Like, I think, honestly, among these, if I had to like bet, I would think that probably if I'm going likelihood, right? I think 007 we definitely see. Judas, I think we see that. Black Flag Resync, I think we see that. And I honestly think we probably see like KOTOR or something. I think this is our most likely bingo. I think we don't see Fallout 3. I don't think we see this. I don't think we see GTA 6. I don't think we see Corey's game. I don't think we see Blade. I think we probably see Expedition DLC. I think we probably see Starfield PS5. Don't think we see Elder Scrolls. I kind of doubt Light No Fire. I kind of doubt OD. I kind of doubt these two. I don't think we see New Vegas. I think we see Crimson Desert. Persona 6, I doubt. Half-Life, I doubt. New God of War, I doubt. Kingdom Hearts, I doubt. Bloodborne 2, I doubt. So, like, this is my guess for what's going to be crossed off. Locking it in. We'll see if I'm right. But any of these, I'd be, like, really pleasantly surprised. But we'll see. Intergalactic new full trailer. That's what's on the list. If it's there, we'll do this. We'll cross it off and it'll be a good day. If it's Persona 6, I don't even care about losing the money on the PS5. I'll be giddy, dude. Worth it. But I think that this is most likely everything that's revealed and that we cross off. Okay, my final answer. As for the Horizon multiplayer, I will count. Well, should I count the one that's already been revealed if it gets a trailer for the Game Awards? Or should I only count the Guerrilla Games one? I was thinking in my head when I wrote it, the Guerrilla Games one, but if that's not fair, I'll count either one because there's technically one that's already revealed. What's your final Hail Mary crazy prediction? Not like LOL Despacito 2, not like GTA 7, but like honestly, what do you think is something they could actually drop that would just blow you away? Hogwarts Legacy 2? It's not outside the realm of possibility. I mean, they got a lot of money pouring behind that. They could have a trailer or something for that. Because when did they reveal Hogwarts Legacy originally? It was a good while before, right? It was 2020? Yeah, September 2020 is when they revealed it. So they revealed it 3 years before launch. 2.5, 3 years before launch. That would time out, dude. If they did it similarly, they could totally show a trailer for it. Imagine that. That's not crazy. I've heard crazier predictions than that. Tell you what. AC Hexe, it's possible. I think it's more likely they reveal it in May, but it's possible. The Witcher remake, okay, I could see that. Naughty Dog unannounced project, something Uncharted related, possibly with Nate's daughter or something. Jack and Daxter remake, Iron Man. Doom Dark Ages DLC, I also think so, because that was on their to-do list, unless it got canceled. But yeah, I think that's pretty likely. Stellar Blade 2, Devil May Cry, yeah, KOTOR, Elder Scrolls 6, new Diddy charges. If that's revealed at the Game Awards, I mean, maybe we should put that on the bingo. Jeff gets up. Everybody, urgent news. New Diddy charges. And this time I'm really convinced. That would be funny. That would be really funny. Far Cry 7, that one also, like, this is the weird thing is I'm like, there's a lot of big ones. I just don't know, like, I don't know what they are going to try to keep for themselves. Like, if you are a PlayStation studio, do you reveal like another Intergalactic trailer or do you save that for your own show? You know what I mean? Or if you're Nintendo and you've got Zelda or something, like, you probably hold that for your own show. Same with like if you're Xbox and you have Elder Scrolls 6. why, like, surely they would hold the Elder Scrolls 6 trailer for their Xbox showcase in the summer, right? Like, I don't think that they would share that unless they had to. I think the one exception to that would be like Starfield coming to PS5. That makes sense, that like PlayStation players are not watching the Xbox showcase. So revealing the PS5 port there doesn't really make sense. But doing it at the Game Awards totally makes sense, especially when we already know that Todd is going to be there. And it's coming to PS5. You can now explore space alone on your PlayStation. It's great. I'd be so interested in the numbers that it does for PS5. I'm just so interested. I genuinely have no clue if Starfield sells like 1 million copies or 5 million copies on PlayStation. I just don't know. Like, maybe a lot of PlayStation players are genuinely interested. I don't know. Fallout Remaster, my guess is that it's still a ways off. Star Citizen single player, I think that they could totally surprise a lot of people. This allegedly, what you're seeing on screen now, allegedly, reportedly, speculatively, launches next year. Hypothetically. I don't personally think it's going to release next year, but it's allegedly releasing next year. And if it does, like, they could totally have a trailer ready to go. It would be the first time I think Star Citizen has actually tried to break into the mainstream at the Game Awards. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think they've ever had like a Star Citizen anything at any of these big shows. I'd be shocked. Control 2. I think they'll do Max Payne stuff first. I mean, maybe they announce them at the same time or reveal them at the same time, but I would guess that they'll do Max Payne stuff first. Yeah, CIG is doing everything at CitizenCon. Well, except for Squadron 42. Like, Squadron 42 skipped it at CitizenCon. And I think the whole point of Squadron 42 is to break into the mainstream and to, as far as I can tell, like, get people who are not already in their bubble to join their bubble. So doing only reveals at CitizenCon seems kind of antithetical to me, kind of against the goal. Dispatch 2, I don't think we see a sequel announcement at the Game Awards, but I think it's very likely we see a season 2 announcement. I think that's way more likely. I think we totally see that, but I don't think that we see like a sequel. I think it's too early for that. Maybe they do it as like, I guess I should ask, does season 2 of Dispatch count as a sequel? Like, if it's another 8 episodes that you also have to buy for like $30, does that count as a sequel? Because like, it's a second season, but I guess it is technically a whole new thing. So I guess that counts. I guess maybe why it's weird in my brain is I'm like, if it's a separate thing you launch on your console, like if you're on PS5, it's a separate app, then I'm like, yeah, that's a sequel. But if it's an expansion and you just pay like a $30 upgrade fee to dispatch the game, then I'm like, no, that's not a sequel, that's an expansion. But it's basically a second game. So I'd count it. I guess that makes sense. In my head initially it didn't make sense, but yeah, I could totally see that. How much does trailers and reveals cost at the Game Awards show? We talking $1 million? It depends on the length. Allegedly. Not that that matters, but it does matter at the Game Awards. Your length does matter a lot. I believe the prices were like leaked. Let me see if I can find it. If you've ever wondered how much it costs to have trailers shown during Summer Games Fest and the Game Awards, the answer is a lot. Okay. It turns out the event run by the Game Awards, this is for Summer Games Fest, may not be saving them all that much money at all, as 2.5-minute trailer apparently costs $550,000 to run at Summer Games Fest, which is way smaller than the Game Awards. Supposedly, 1-minute trailer costs $250,000. A 2-minute one is $450,000. Presumably, you get some kind of discount if it's longer, but that is a lot of money. By comparison, the most expensive ad space in the world is during the Super Bowl, during American football. See, I said American football because if I say football, I get a lot of Europeans who are like, it's not. So I try to say it the right way. American football. When 30 seconds of screen time can cost up to $7 million. $7 million. $7 million for 30 seconds. It's because the audience is so stupid huge that that's just how much they can charge. The fact that the amounts are in any way comparable is a bit of a shock, but last year's Summer Game Fest had a peak viewership of 2.03 million viewers. And since publishers can guarantee they're almost all keen gamers, getting their attention for those precious minutes is arguably worth the price. Surprisingly, despite being an even more popular event with a peak audience of 3.6 million and a total of 118 million people tuning in at some point, the rates for the Game Awards 2023 were apparently the same. Summer Game Fest info comes from an unnamed insider speaking to Esquire, with one helpfully pointing out that these shows are really effing expensive. It's easy to imagine that if prices continue to increase, then publishers may begin to fall out of love with the event, just as they did with E3, but there's little sign of that so far. I mean, I think if anything, it might just shift and pivot to Gamescom. That seems to be the big focus now. I was talking to a couple of people yesterday actually about Gamescom, and they were like, bro, go. It's insane. It's E3 on steroids. So we'll have to maybe do that, stream it or film videos there. It could be cool. But it's very expensive. And I mean, I'm surprised to hear that apparently the prices are about the same for the Game Awards, but what are you going to do? Point is, how much does it cost? It's a lot. I'm sure there are some exceptions made. Like, let's be honest, if Expedition 33 wants to reveal DLC, is Jeff going to charge them? I don't think so. Like, if Larian is actually bringing a big game reveal to the Game Awards, I don't think he's going to charge them. I think he's like, please, please, cop, we'll pay you. You know, if Neil Druckmann wants to reveal The Last of Us Part 3 at the Game Awards, do you really think he's going to be like, okay, I'm not sure. Maybe he does. And it's just business and they don't, like, everybody kind of gets it. But I'd be surprised. I think he probably is able to make exceptions. I know he's said already that they will make exceptions for smaller studios, like indie studios, if it's a game he really likes. Like, I think he said for Felt That Boxing, which he saw and thought looked great, that he made, like, he intentionally was like, we're going to get that on the show. Felt That Boxing, which still looks amazing. Do you think we see this again? I can hope, can't I?
All right, you little sick of fuzzy shit. Show me what you got. What? If you're gonna be champ, we gotta transform you. Why are you even here?
Save us, Fuzzy.
Don't waste my time.
Save us, Fuzzy, or we'll die.
Attaboy. Attaboy. Eat bread, crap, burnt toast, carb load. This mate ain't gonna beat itself. I've been taking dumps in there all day. Jab, jab, jab.
Dude, I'm so excited for that. It looks awesome. It's awesome. My mom is not a gamer at all, and I showed her that trailer. She's like, that looks amazing. It looks so good. Oh, man. Yeah, and I mean, they do host it at the Peacock Theater. I'm sure it is genuinely freakishly expensive to host the Game Awards and Summer Games Fest. I'm sure it's very expensive. It's not like Jeff is just pocketing all of that, right? Not how it works. Could we see a new Wolfenstein announcement from id? It might be a little early. I mean, maybe, but it's a bit early. Maybe another year or two. Maybe another year. Did you know Jeff is friends with Kojima? I didn't. Oh, no, I didn't. I didn't know that. Do you think something like Dragon Quest 12 might show up here? I also hope for Persona 4 Remake in the news. Thank you for the super chat. It's possible that it could show up. It could also totally show up at like a Nintendo showcase. I could totally see that as well. Or a PlayStation State of Play or something like that. But it's not impossible. I would love to hear anything for Persona as well. Like, seriously, I would love that. I understand it's probably too early. You know, they just finished a big project, but I would love to see it. Max Payne 1 and 2 remakes. I think that also is pretty likely, Dread Silence, either at this show or Summer Games Fest. Thank you for the 2. Bro Control 2, lol, maybe Max Payne. Yeah, I probably in the next year we see those. I don't know if it's going to be Thursday, but soon, I think. Finnersman, thank you for the 5. Silent Hill 1 remake, I reckon. Seems like a layup. Seems like a layup. I don't know if they have a trailer ready, though, because they just did. If I'm assuming you mean that they're going to have like Bloober do it, Team Bloober, which would be the natural assignment. But they just put out Chronos, so I'm not sure if they'll have anything ready yet. Assuming that's what it is. Nasrallah, The Fallen World. Oh yeah, I was gonna Google that. What is that? I will tell you, I am digging the vibe. You know, it's giving me old school, like original Senua's Saga Hellblade, or just Senua's Saga, or Hellblade Senua's Saga, whatever the original name was. It's giving me those vibes. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. I like that. That's a good one. Thank you for the 10. I do like that. That's a vibe, dare I say. Max Payne, Splinter Cell, Control 2. Yeah, those. I think we could see any of them. Splinter Cell, I kind of suspect they'll save for the Ubisoft show. But the way Ubisoft markets stuff is always confusing to me. Because I'm like, you have that. Save it for your show and like get the headline. But they always like to reveal it first, like trying to push people into their show. I don't know. Not for Carson. Thank you for the 2. Wolf Among Us 2. I mean, yeah, they should have something. Armin Dedic, thank you for the super chat. Hope everything's good, man. Have you seen the new expansion for Tainted Grail, Fall of Avalon? Any thoughts? I've seen little stuff. I haven't like really sunk my teeth into the details. I gotta check it out, and I need to. That's what I need to put on my. I was trying to think. I was like, there is one game I wanted to put on my Legion Go. What is it? And I was like totally spacing it. I was just sitting there. What is it? It was Tainted Grail. That's what I wanted to put on it. Thank you for the reminder. And I know you're like, what the hell are you talking about? But yeah, now I remembered. Thank you for that. Yes, I need to do that. Has ACJ been sent to the Shadow Realm? I suspect they may be holding it to redo all of the monetization, because I think it probably was hardcore pay to win, and I think that it became very clear that would go over poorly. So I think they're going to redo the monetization, reworking it to get it cosmetic focused or cosmetic exclusively, and then they're going to launch it on PC as well. I think it'll be one of those crossover mobile games that's on PC and mobile, kind of like Where Winds Meet. That's my guess. And the new Horizon game's doing that too. Hawk Rock, thank you for the 2. New Divinity game trademark matches the statue. Yes. Is that statue for the hit game Gollum? Yes, that pure art statue was for the hit game Gollum.
He took my thing.